Okay, let's talk about scope creep and timelines. You've probably heard the expression of scope creep. Scope creep is when the job description changes. Let's go back to what we talked about with the batches. Okay, we've got 10 tasks, and originally the contract was for these 10 tasks, let's say. But now, as you're going through these 10, you realize, oh my gosh, there's 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 that need to be done. So these items, like 11 through 16 over here, this is now scope creep. These are items that are not part of the contract. So these items are going to be billable. They are going to be recalculated, re-estimated, re-added back to the contract. These are not free. Let's just say, 1 to 10 is over here. And let's say that one of the edits is, I want to change the header on this service page, for example. But then you realize, well, wait a second, well, if I change it on this one service page, it's not going to match the other 4 service pages. Oh, by the way, while you're at it, can you please change the one header to be the same for all 5? Yeah, we can. Absolutely, we can. But it's not included. That's scope creep. That is now billable. So doing the header for 2, 3, 4, and 5, that should not be expected to be free. That's labor. That is going to be quoted. That's going to be estimated. Anything outside of this batch is scope creep. So again, it's not that your team can't do it. It's just for you to expect that that's going to be somehow free or included, or they're just going to do it to be nice. That's not how business works. They will be happy to do it, and it might only take 10 minutes. But that 10 minutes is not going to be just comped. It's going to be separated. Because the way that on our team we do our pricing is we do our pricing as tightly, as accurately as possible. We have a money, manifesto, as it were, and I'm going to put that in another video, where we've built entire systems to be as cost effective as possible. So when little items come up, again, we're happy to do them, but just so you know in advance, we're not going to be like, yeah, hey, no worries, we'll take care of it. We're going to be like, hey, yeah, absolutely, we'll do it. Out of scope, let me just update the estimate. Bump, 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 bump. You sign off. We're all on the same page. It's going to be an extra 3 hours of labor to do these items added to the 20 hours over here. So now we're at 23 hours. We're good to go. Let's keep moving. But that's going to happen. I'm going to stop you. If you start adding things to this list, I'm going to say, hey, great, yes. However, it's going to be an extra half an hour. And you're going to have to sign off on that. So that one is really important to know, that we don't just roll stuff in. If something, is not working and is taking longer, then that will be handled differently. If there's a tech issue, that will be discussed on a different way, and I'm going to talk about that in the next video. But for you just to add things on and expect it to be included in that same price, that's not going to happen. So if you have any questions about that, by all means leave a comment, but let's go to the next video talking about responsiveness and communication.